Hello guys, welcome to a new special video here in the GT show. Since you know that I'm a big fan of TV, he's a big
fan of two TV shows,
Arrow and Flash fan.
Yep.
We had a fun debate here. What's your favorite superhero show right now?
I'll give you my picks.
So, since we know which ones are going to be, we're going to have runner-up and number one favorite.
Yeah.
But the real question is, since we know which of his two are his favorites, the real question is which is number one and which is number two.
And I'm gonna have to say
he's gonna have a few moments to think about that because I'm going first. My first runner-up would have to be Agent Carter.
Agent Carter.
Marvel's Agent Carter. I loved the character Peggy Olson from Captain America. I'm really ashamed that we didn't get to see more of her because Captain America became a popsicle for 8 years. That's never good. But anyways, this show was kept short, 8 episodes. That's it. He was on ABC while Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was on hiatus. We went back to 1946. We saw Agent Carter in the SSR, or what usually it was the start of the SSR. She was a woman of the time. She was independent, strong, but everybody saw her. She's just another woman, and she was actually the most badass, intelligent, competent person in that agency alone. That's why she eventually found S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Also, we get to see Jarvis, the original Jarvis.
Really?
Yep, he was.
Do we see Tony Stark's
father?
Senior?
Yes.
Wow.
We see him, and his butler is named Jarvis.
Makes sense.
Stark is on the run because somebody stole all his inventions from his vault, and people think that he actually sold them to terrorists, which is not true. And it's between Agent Carter, Peggy, being undercover because she can't tell anybody what she's actually doing because she's helping a friend prove that he's innocent. But Jarvis and her basically take down and recover the artifacts. And there's the beginning of the Black Widow project there. We saw the first Black Widow that we've ever seen in the MCU. We see, like I said, Peggy Olson kicking so much ass. We get to see, I think, who will eventually become her husband. Like I said, Jarvis, the original Jarvis.
Damn it, Steve.
We saw Captain America's blood at one point.
That would have been you.
We saw Russians, Germans, and basically overall, I really, really liked it. So that's pretty much it. We're going to go for my number one pick later, but let's go with your runner-up, Flash or Arrow. Which is it right now? I'm
going to have to disappoint you in something.
Okay.
Because they're tied at first place.
You cannot do that. You have to choose one.
What?
You have to choose one.
That is not fair.
I told you the rules before we started.
That is not fair.
That is true and fair.
No, it's not. But anyways, okay.
Life is not fair.
If I have to choose...
Which one right now is the making of this video. Which interests you
less? Of episode 22 and 21?
Yeah. Which one interests you less between the two?
I wouldn't say interests me less.
Not as much.
Which one
not as much. Okay,
is better?
That's right now, like this week.
Okay, let me say this. Which one is better? Which one is better?
Which one is the runner?
Let me finish.
Okay.
This is how I'm going to introduce my...
Okay.
Which one is better, ladies and gentlemen? That's my number one pick. But my number two pick is... The Flash.
Oh, The Flash! Number two! He wasn't fast enough.
The Flash.
He wasn't fast enough for number one.
He's fast enough for me.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, Flash has been great. Fantastic first season. Just as Arrow had a fantastic first season, The Flash has delivered on everything, and I've loved it since day one. I want to see the final confrontation, and by final I mean third season, between Wells and Barry. I'm excited about it. Oliver is coming back to help him. If you have seen the trailer, it's not a spoiler.
Yep.
And also, what was his name?
Who's the villain? The main
No. Caitlin's fiance.
Caitlin's fiance.
Firestorm is going to be back also, and they're going to face Wells, who now has the ability to transform a ring into his suit.
Oh my!
Yes, go watch the trailer. It's badass. So, anyways, Flash is my number two because let's face it, Arrow has picked up late.
So before we go into detail, why Arrow's number one? My number one, it's. I'm not saying that this show is better than Flash or Arrow. I love all these three shows, I think, equally because of different reasons. But my number one right now, just so we can present you more options, is Izombie. Izombie from the CW channel, the same brother channel that the Flash and Arrow are on. I can't wait for a spin-off. Just saying. We see Liv. She is a doctor. Every time starts out well. She goes to a party and she's scratched by a zombie who was, a person was high on this new drug, and this drug makes you a zombie. That zombie scratched her. She was believed to be dead. She wakes up. She's a zombie. She needs to stay, humanoid-ish by eating brains. So she gets a job in the morgue, and the guy that runs the morgue is her friend. He gives her brains. They're trying to come up with a cure.
That is disturbing.
There you go. So basically, she eats brains.
So where in this is she a superhero?
She is a superhero because by eating the brains, she gets the memories of the person that died. In this case, whenever they get a murder victim, she helps solve the crime.
Okay.
So that's
that has to be the superhero that I least want to be.
Obviously, she can't have sex. She doesn't really taste food. But like I said, she has some nice trade-offs. She's been shot at least.
So basically, she wants to die.
She's been shot at least twice, and she's like, okay, that's okay.
So she basically wants to die.
No, I mean you can have sex with other zombies. The only thing about it, they're not regular Walking Dead zombies. They're like normal people, but they're albinos and they have blonde hair.
Okay.
There's some zombies on the show that are like, I can't rock that look, so I'm gonna get a spray tan every day and I'm gonna dye my hair. And that's why they look normal.
Okay.
So basically, she's like, I don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna.
I gotta eat brains.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay like an albino and be a blonde.
Okay.
So basically, she solves murders. I love her relationship with her ex-fiance, who I hope they don't get back together. The detective who she helps, I really hope they don't get together. The best friend, I really hope they don't get together.
You want her to be single?
Yeah, for me, I guess.
Okay.
Anyways, like I said, really fun, quirky. It reminds me a lot of Veronica Mars because the guy who created Veronica Mars runs this show. It's superhero-ish enough, and maybe we're going to see a cameo with your favorite. And maybe he needs some help, so she's going to eat a brain and, help the Arrow.
Hopefully not. But
anyways,
now
number
that
one.
Revealed something that almost everybody watching this video knew already. Arrow is my number one show because, let's face it, even though Season 3 has not been as good as Season 1 and especially Season 2.
We're looking at you, that stroke.
I think Season 3 has been interesting all the way. Not, like I said, not as good as the other two seasons, but it has been interesting.
It's different.
And it had a great mid-season finale, in my opinion, and it has definitely picked up this last few episodes. And
this is a show that I just cannot wait.
Yeah, the final episode is coming, and I want to see Al-Sahim returning back to being Oliver Queen. Really? And if you haven't watched...
There's a new Mrs. in town, though.
Yeah, if you haven't... Yeah.
There's a new Mrs. Queen! That divorce settlement's going to be huge.
Yeah, although...
They're married.
I don't know.
They're married.
Yeah.
They're married.
Yeah.
Well, but she could get some billions.
Maybe they can get an annulment.
Maybe. Hopefully. They haven't consummated the marriage yet, so...
Yeah.
Maybe.
She was forced by her father.
That's never a good start.
Yeah.
Anyways, also, I'm going to help out because I love Arrow as well.
Yeah.
I love that they're finally pulling off the trigger with Felicity and Oliver. A lot of people are looking forward to that. It's been 3 seasons in the making.
And by the way, Flash is coming back to help.
Yeah. Also, Diggle and Oliver, they just can't get along right now.
Yeah. I mean,
he kidnapped her.
I don't blame Diggle.
He kidnapped the lovers.
Yeah, I want to see
what would happen if I kidnapped Julie. Julie, by the way, is her girlfriend. He loves her very much.
Yes,
I think we would not be able to talk for at least a few days.
Yeah. But I want to know if Diggle and Oliver's relationship will ever be the same again.
I mean, it has to, but it's hard. It's hard.
It's hard.
Don't worry, I will never kidnap Julie. I promise.
I know. You have a good heart.
Yeah.
And you're not crazy.
There you go. I haven't been brainwashed.
Yeah, you're not Owl's help.
Also,
whatever.
But
anyways, guys.
Also, Oliver's not the only focus this year. We have a new canary.
Yeah.
Black canary.
And we have a new arsenal. Called Speedy.
And we probably will get when we do this show next year. The League of Legends will be another contender because the Atom, Captain Cold, Captain
Heatwave?
Canary, but not Canary.
Who knows?
And
Hot Girl?
Hot Girl. And other girls.
And who knows who else?
New spin-off, basically.
Yeah,
so maybe we're going to do this next year. And Wait to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Which are your favorite TV shows, superhero TV shows?
Yeah.
Tell us in the comment section below.
Flash, Arrow, Izombie, Agent Carter. There's a lot. These are not the only ones. I think there was Constantine, Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Next year, Supergirl.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of superheroes right now. Very good ones. Some bad, some good, some great, some great.
Awesome.
So let us know which is your favorite right now. Let us know in the comments. Also, subscribe, like this video, share it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Bye.